What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. Today we are talking about the Innosupps Storm Maker pre-workout. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so let's get to today's topic. We are talking about the Innosupps Storm Maker pre-workout, like I just said. And just to fully disclose and be fully transparent with you guys, I will say that they did reach out to me and sent me actually 3 of their products. I don't know, maybe you guys can find them on the wall of supplements. But we will talk about the other 2 at a later time. This is probably one of their bigger selling products. Obviously, pre-workouts are kind of the main thing that a lot of people are looking for. So I wanted to start out this kind of series with Innosupps by talking about their pre-workout. And we are going to hit the gym today. We're gonna come back, we're gonna literally wrap this video up, we're gonna edit it, and it is going live today. So probably the biggest thing that's really interesting about this product, and if you guys are not following me over on Instagram, I teased it over there. Make sure you do at the VW Fitness. And I put a lot of content up there, giveaways, supplement info, and video review content. So yeah, getting back to the point here with Innosupps, there are no artificial sweeteners, no fillers, no sucralose, and that is huge, guys. Now, for me personally, I'm not totally against any of those things, really. You'll see me drink and take products that have, I'm sure, a ton of sucralose, ton of artificial sweeteners, artificial flavorings, that sort of thing. And it really doesn't bother me as much. But I know there's a lot of people out there that watch my reviews, and I've seen the comments. They want to see products that have no sucralose and no fillers and that sort of stuff. And I totally 100% applaud companies that are doing this. I think if more companies could shift that direction, it would actually help the supplement industry. At the end of the day, a supplement company, I think, should be about the consumer and about helping each consumer out. So with this product, I think it definitely delivers that in that sense, that they're really going above and beyond trying to find flavors and trying to be all natural and be healthy, because that's essentially at the end of the day what we're all trying to do, whether it's lose weight, get shredded, prep for a show, whatever it might be. So definitely shout out to Innosupps. I definitely wanted to kind of start off the video by just talking about that because I think it's so important. All right, guys, so if you're new to the channel, we like to break down a pre-workout supplement review into 4 different parts. We talk about number 1, price, number 2, the label ingredient breakdown, thirdly, we talk about the taste, and then lastly, we talk about the effects. So let's just jump right into it. Price, this comes in at $39.99 right off their website. That is for 23 servings. Kind of a weird amount here when I looked at the back of the label. And with that price point, it comes in at $1.73. Now with that price point on my consistent scale, that comes in at a 3 out of 5. But wait, here's the kicker, guys. Innosupps actually generously offered me a discount code to give to you guys. It is Vince20. That will save you 20% off your entire order. So make sure you use that discount code. When you do use that discount code, that brings down the price to about $32. And that price point, looking down here, because I don't know the math off the top of my head, is $1.43 a serving, which that would bump that up to a 4 out of 5. Now, on all my pricing reviews and that sort of thing, I always base it on the manufacturer's suggested retail price. I don't include discounts in that because I think it can get really subjective, and manufacturers can take away discount codes, obviously, you know, pretty quickly, and things can change. So my rating on this is going to stick at a 3 out of 5. Not a terrible rating. You know, the last few pre-workouts, they've all been over $2. So it's nice to see something that's a little bit less than that. And one other huge disclaimer here, guys, and I did tell Innosupps I was going to mention this because, like I said, we keep it very transparent and open here, is that if you guys use that discount code Vince20, like I said, it'll save you 20% off. I do get a small kickback from that. And by kickback, I mean I receive a little bit of some money back when you guys use that discount code. Where does that money go? Does it go to my pocket? Yeah. Where does that money from my pocket go to? Goes to buying more supplements, guys, because let's be honest, I haven't had a ton of companies, you know, send me free product. And these things are expensive. Like, let's be honest. So we're all about building the channel, doing more giveaways, and trying to make things better and be completely open and honest about things. So I don't want to hide that fact that, you know, obviously there is a bit of a commission, if you will, if you guys use that discount code. It helps me, helps you guys, and everybody kind of wins. So, all right, so let's just jump right into the label, guys. 23 servings, like I said, in this container. It does recommend 1 full scoop. You can start with half a scoop, that kind of thing. But their dosing on here is 1 scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of water. So just throwing that out there. We start out with 4 grams of straight up L-citrulline. I've talked about L-citrulline a lot on the channel. It's probably one of my favorite supplements in any pre-workout or really any supplement when it comes to working out, bodybuilding, staying in shape, cardio, etc. I think it's a really great ingredient when it comes to finding nitric oxide production and getting those pumps. So 4 grams, that's a good amount. You know, I've seen obviously 6 grams, I've seen 8 grams, I've seen more. I think 4 grams is a good amount for me personally because I am supplementing citrulline on the side, and that's consistent with any of these reviews that I've been doing. All right, so next up we have 1.5 grams of the betaine anhydrous. This is gonna help with the power output, gonna help with, you know, pushing more weight, helping with basically just overall performance in the gym. Now 1.5 grams is kind of interesting. That's kind of split down the middle with a full dose of 3 grams, which is kind of the standard that I kind of see in a lot of pre-workouts. Not saying that 1.5 is not a lot, because in that supplementation, it does say that most people tend to do like 1.5 in the morning and then 1.5 in the evening, kind of splitting up the doses. And there's more than likely some betaine in one of your other products if you are stacking this with, you know, some BCAAs, or, you know, you're taking a fat burner or anything like that. There's a possibility that might be in there. So you might be getting that full dose. And it is kind of one of those ingredients that you really want to be taking, you know, consistently every day. Next up, we have 500 milligrams of the acetyl L-carnitine HCl. I talked about this recently. Actually, my initial understandings of L-carnitine was utilization of fat storage within the body for energy. So obviously it comes off as a very kind of potent thermogenic or, you know, fat burning ingredient. I have done more research on this ingredient, and I found that it is responsible for some power output and potentially helping with memory. You know, research and studies don't really necessarily show conclusive evidence of that, but that's kind of what some people have said this ingredient can do. 500 milligrams, good amount, like to see that. Last up on this pump and power potentiators is 100 milligrams of the Spectra. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but there's only one other supplement on this entire wall that I've seen Spectra in, and it's actually not even on this wall because it's downstairs, and I always keep it down there because I'm always drinking it all the time, and that is Cage Muscle Hydrocharge, guys. And this is a blend of antioxidants that's gonna help the body with getting rid of free radicals. Overall, a great product. I like Spectra personally. I'm surprised I don't see it in a lot more, not necessarily pre-workouts, but maybe intra-workouts, and EAs, BCAAs, that sort of thing. Now, this is where things get a little funny for me, and you guys know this. I'm not gonna shy away from it just because a company sends me a free product. There are some prop blends here, and I'm not a huge fan of this. I wish companies would really just break it down completely, especially when they break down the pump and power, you know, ingredients, and then we get to the energy explosion blend, and unfortunately I don't know everything and the amounts of what is in that blend. But we will start out with 1,117 milligrams total of this blend. Of that, we start with L-tyrosine, going to be responsible for all these ingredients, going to be energy focus, helping with, you know, basically getting your mind right, and getting that focus, pushing through those last few reps, if you will. Next up, we have caffeine at 270 milligrams. This is the one ingredient that is pretty much disclosed in terms of an amount, and that is coming from Pure Calf Caffeine, which is another ingredient actually that I've seen in one other company's product, and that is Caged Muscle here. They tend to use the Pure Calf, and they actually sell Pure Calf by itself, so you can kind of supplement it on its own. Next up, we got coconut fruit powder, theobromine, green tea leaf extract, some organic yerba mate leaf extract, and alpha yohimbe 90%, and then huperzine A extract. Now again, all these ingredients are kind of stimulants, gonna help with the power, the focus, those sort of things. Unfortunately, I just don't know the amounts other than the caffeine at 270 milligrams, which is a little lower than what I've been taking. I'll be honest, a lot of the pre-workouts I've been testing have been well over 400. All right, so then next up, we have the Mind-Muscle Connection Matrix at 400 milligrams. Again, another blend, so I can't tell you guys exactly how much of each of these ingredients we have in here. They're all gonna help. I would say these are more of the nootropics, kind of dealing with stress, those sort of ingredients. So We started with L-theanine. That's going to help with obviously kind of bringing down some of the caffeine effects, some of the stimulant, high stimulant. It's going to kind of relaxes, anti-stress, that sort of thing. We have KSM-66 ashwagandha. Again, going to help with that stress relief. I like to see KSM-66. It's kind of one of those newer ingredients that I've seen recently. And then we have huperzine A in here as well, and that is going to be a nootropic in this case. So overall, guys, in terms of the label, you know, everything is fully disclosed. We can go through the other ingredients here. I mean, it's massive, guys. Huge. Naturally sweetened, gluten-free. Like I said, no sucralose in here. I'm really interested to get to the taste of this. But before we get to that, in terms of the label, you know, based on the fact that they're not using artificial sweeteners and, you know, there's no fillers and that sort of thing, you know, they disclose the majority of the product here. They're missing, you know, the big ones, which are the stimulants and the nootropics, which is kind of the more, for me, important thing that I would like to see. I'm still going to give this a 4 out of 5. I think if they would disclose the latter two of those blends, it would be great to see. And like I said, I give them a lot of props for really trying to design a pre-workout that's not full of a bunch of crap. They're really trying to look at the health and well-being of each and every consumer. All right, so like I said, guys, I'm really excited for the taste section of this because, like I said, no artificial sweeteners here. This does recommend 6 to 8 ounces of water per 1 scoop. This does come in 2 flavors, guys, the Pink Lemon Rush and the Midnight Black Cherry. You guys can, like I said, find those on their website. We have the Pink Lemon Rush today, and again, have not tried this product. You guys can see the packaging there. It's glowing, and let's open this up. Let's give it the old taste test. 1 full scoop here. We are doing 8 full ounces of water. I tend to go on the higher end of the water scale. Okay, in terms of the mixability, a lot of foam, as you guys can see here. You guys saw that when it was mixing it up. The bottom, you know, not a lot of sediment here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's not a ton, obviously, if you guys can't even see it. There's just not a ton there. Yeah, consistency looks pretty good. Let's give it the old taste test. All right, so in terms of the taste here, it tastes just like a pink lemonade, a little bit sour, and because there's no artificial sweeteners in here, no sucralose, anything like that, it's not very sweet. I will just say that. It does have like a sweetness effect to it, and for me personally, I kind of look for pre-workouts, or my sweetness, I guess, level of tolerance is pretty high, so I can eat something really, really sweet and it doesn't really bother me. This is very, very minimal on my scale. That's not to say that's a bad thing. It's just, I'm just trying to explain to you guys obviously what it tastes like here. I think it's very smooth. It has this nice like kind of tart flavor to it. No grains, none of that sort of stuff. I do taste a little bit of like peppery, which is interesting. There's no black pepper extract in here. Very simple, very to the point here. Obviously with taste, it's kind of my least important thing when it comes to a pre-workout. As long as it doesn't give me any stomach issues, which I very rarely get stomach issues. I think overall this is gonna be a good pre-workout for the majority of people, especially those looking for a pre-workout with no sucralose. Now, like I said, guys, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I think personally, I would just like a little more sweet in there. Obviously they're trying to do their best at not adding, you know, natural sugar in here and obviously upping calories and that sort of thing because it is a supplement and the majority of people are trying to potentially lose weight or get shredded or whatever you want to call it. Hot Boy Summer 2020, if you know what I'm saying. But you know, like I said, guys, I think it tastes pretty good. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're gonna smash the rest of this back. We're gonna head off to the gym. It is Monday. Like I said, guys, we are filming this, editing, and uploading the same day. So I gotta get to the gym. We're gonna do a chest day today. We'll come back, we'll talk about the effects, and we'll go from there. Cheers. All right, guys, we just got back from the gym, and let's talk about the effects of the Innosupps Stormmaker. So let's start off with the beginning, middle, and end here, as they say. Basically, we started off with a good amount of energy. Started off 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. Initially got the sweats. I don't know if you guys can see it here on the shirt, but I started sweating real good. And that tends to happen when I take any sort of yohimbine product or supplement. So this product does include it. A lot of people, sometimes they can have some negative effects with that. For me personally, I really have not. There's only been 1 or 2 times where the yohimbine, I think, was the key factor. And I had kind of the sweats and it didn't feel good, nauseous, that sort of thing. So with this product, definitely didn't feel anything like that. No stomach issues, no nausea. nada. So we worked right into the chest workout, and it was solo chest, guys. No abs, nothing else, no triceps. And pretty much it was a 15-minute workout. I'm currently following a program on the Shred app. If you guys haven't watched my review, you know, hit that card up here. Definitely a solid app. I felt like overall, this is a really good daily driver. I think this is a good pre-workout for someone that's looking for something they can take consistently every single day. I would also say that this might be a good pre-workout for someone that is doing cardio throughout the week and they're potentially higher stim and they don't want to be taking high stim every single day. I think it's always important to kind of back off a little bit and not just be consistently taking, you know, 300, 400, 500 milligrams of caffeine and other stimulants every single day for multiple days in a row. So I think that this is a good entry-level pre-workout. I just feel that, you know, for me personally, I've been taking a lot of high stim pre-workouts. So this is not going to be a real stim heavy pre-workout. I think it's a very natural pre-workout. I feel really good right now, you know, post-workout. I just feel like the energy is really clean, really solid. I've always kind of felt that way when it comes to Pure Caf, the organic green coffee bean extract of caffeine there. I think it's just a solid caffeine that really just is this natural flowing kind of caffeine. It doesn't feel like super jittery. Obviously, I'm not like freaking out right now. I have felt that way in the past with some pre-workouts. This is definitely not like that. So I would highly recommend it, you know, in terms of effects for someone that's potentially entry level. You know, if you're looking for a daily driver, if you don't want to be taking a lot of stimulants, if you're looking for a pre-workout that has no artificial sweeteners and no sucralose, obviously this is the go-to. But overall, guys, in terms of effects, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And you might be wondering, well, why are you docking at 1? Well, for me personally, I'm kind of looking for something that's a little bit more stimulant-based. I feel like the nootropics in this product actually are really well dosed. I unfortunately don't know how much, but I feel like really good right now. My focus is good. I kind of have this list in my head of what I need to get done today because we are a little bit behind. And I just feel good about it. We're going to get it done. We're going to knock it out. And I attribute that, you know, to the pre-workout, to obviously the workout itself, you know, whatnot. You know, you can argue these things are somewhat subjective, which they are. So overall, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I think for me personally, it's just missing some higher stim. And, you know, I wish the label was a little more disclosed, but that doesn't really have to do with effects. So yeah, 4 out of 5. Overall, the scoring of this pre-workout I think is solid, guys. I think you definitely should check it out. For those of you new to the channel or recent subscribers, I do have a website. It is www.vwfitness.club. And you guys can snag some free samples there. It's ran by Shopify. It's like an official website of me and the brand. And you guys can snag some free samples. The only thing I charge for is the shipping. And with that, I also have the official VW Fitness shaker cups, blender bottles, and they are live, guys. $8 for a shaker cup. It supports the channel, and I really appreciate you guys, you know, at least checking them out. It goes to a good cause. Basically, it allows me to order more product. You know, when you guys give me suggestions, I'm able to reach out to the companies. If they say they're not sending out samples, I can basically just buy the product with the money that we're making off the blender bottle. So, you know, I appreciate the support, guys. And yeah, with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this review, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.